Okay, this is my dual timer that runs this mob spawner, and it just goes through. It turns the water on. It goes through a short timer, which is just a series of fully stretched out repeaters. See, it's going to. It turns the water on. It goes to the short timer. See, the water's flowing, and it turns the water off. And it leaves the water off for a while to allow for creeps to spawn. And then it's going through the it's going through a long timer, which is a hopper timer. And basically it just keeps switching back and forth each time here. So the signal turns the water on, goes through the short timer, goes here, activates this T flip-flop, which is a very tiny T flip-flop, and it here it comes. It goes through the long timer, and then it goes through the short timer. So it goes through both timers on the long timer cycle. Now it's going through the short timer. Come activate T flip-flop, go back through, and then what it does is it goes through this way. It doesn't go back through the short timer because it hits the side of this this comparator before it hits the end of it, and that keeps it from going through. Alright, but when the signal comes back through here, it hits the back of the comparator before it hits the side of her, so it does go through. And this hopper timer has another T flip-flop here, and basically this keeps the power on when it's off. It just shuts the power. When it shuts the power off, it will release these items to begin going through, and the items will go all the way around through, and then when the cycle is complete, it'll overlap and come back over here, and then activate this pulse time. It's a simple pulse generator, and this pulse generator will go back here and turn the T flip-flop back on. Once this is complete, this will turn the flip-flop back on, and the same pulse will go out this end and through the short timer. And we'll build it here in a second. So we'll start out making a hopper timer, and basically just press shift against like a stone there, and you want it to go in a clockwise circle, because that's the way we're going to do it here. So this has got to point this way, then you're going to put one, so you're actually going to make it counterclockwise. You press shift click, and now they're all feeding into each other. So this is going to have a comparator going out of it and a thing going in. So we'll just go around. We'll put these things this way, and a comparator going out. So I just stand on top of it and make it go out, and a block all the way around, going out from the comparator, and a piece of redstone on each side going into the repeater. So now this is the yeah, I can start filling this up now and start going, and I'll put why not just put what's really cheap? I don't know, pumpkins. They're not cheap, but I like them. I think they're kind of cool. So we'll put 32 pumpkins there. We'll have those for later, so I'm prepared for that. Okay, now the input is going to be a the input is is going to be one of these. We're going to make a quick little what this is going to be is a a T flip-flop, okay, and it takes a block here, and the input is going to be a single little thing, single pulse, okay, and this should hold it on. But in order to get our pulse, we're going to have a pulse generator. Okay, and we haven't made that yet. Okay, so this is going to be our pulse generator, and it's going to, whenever this thing activates, it's going to create a pulse, right? And the pulse generator goes like this. It's got a torch to the side here. It's got one of these repeaters here, stretched all the way out. Okay, now that activated it, but I'm not sure if it turned it on. Okay. So, pulse generator. Alright, now let's turn it off. Okay, so that's not going to work now. It will when we get a pulse to it. Okay, now this is going to go into here. This is going to go into here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a comparator here. And the reason why is because it'll go out. This pulse will go through here and it'll go out, and it will hit this side of the of this thing first. It'll hit the end first, so it'll go through. And when it does that, alright, so what we've got so far, we just got the hopper timer with the pulse generator as the output, and the T flip-flop as the input, and it'll go through all four of these and around and overlap here. Now we're going to add the short timer, and what we'll have here is this. Either of these are going to be activated. These are going to be part of the short timer, and this is going to be the short timer. I'm going to put 5 here. I put a total of 17 of these for the purpose of turning this water flushing thing to flush mobs off of this spawn pad, and then shutting it off, and that was about the right time for me. So we're just gonna lay this down real quick. 3, 4, 5. These are gonna be out all the way. This is part of the short timer, and we'll go back several more. I'm not sure exactly how many more right now. Anyway, so there's going to be a sticky piston here and a block, and this block is going to move back and forth so that every other time it's going to go from one to the other. And for that we need, I'm just going to put my these are going to be the 2 inputs. These, do not stretch these out, that's important. Like that, you can stretch these out. These are part of the short timer. This is going to be the thing that leads, we'll go ahead and just lead this to our, I'm not sure if I want it on right now, so I'll break that connection for now. This is going to be another T flip-flop here, and both of these deals in the T flip-flop get set for 1 tick. Times set. What is that sheet? Okay, let's just not hassle with nighttime. And okay, yeah, both of these, whenever you make a tiny little T flip-flop like this, it has to be, these have to be 1 tick. There may be other ways for it to work, but I have tried many ways, and that's the only way that I've been able to get it to work. 1 tick. And that looks, I think that's it. So let's try it. If it doesn't work, I'll do more stuff to it. That's real simple more simple than I thought it would be. Anyway, so whatever position this block is in, that's where it's going to go. So when it's about to go to the long timer, that's when this should shut off. So we don't want to turn that on right now, so I'm going to try to create a pulse to get it going. And oh, you know what? Funny thing is, I forgot to put my items in. That created a pulse where it would have turned the water on, but we didn't have it connected. Okay, it's working. And that should have created a pulse where it turned this off. Huh. So this it's not working here, is it? I must have put these in the wrong thing. Well, let's just kickstart it again, I guess. See if that works. There we go. Now it's working. Okay, so now it's going through the hopper timer. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It just needed a, I guess, kind of like a motorcycle. You have to kind of kickstart it a couple times. Now this should turn on this should pulse any time, and then that pulse will come and do the T flip-flop, and that'll activate that. There we go, and it activated it. It would have turned the water on. Should have turned the water on. It's not doing anything. Haha, man. Okay. It should work now. It's going through the long timer. You can tell because this is not lit up here. It'll just keep going like that forever. It's pretty dependable. Goes to the long timer, then the short timer. It'll turn the water on for a short time, and it'll turn the water off. Then it'll allow the mobs to spawn, go through the long timer. That's it. that's how it works. Here's a good view of it in case you missed anything. All of these get adjusted. These do not get, these two right here do not get adjusted, the ones that input into this block. The T flip-flop ones get adjusted 1 tick. This gets adjusted full, stretch that out full 3 ticks, and that's it. And I put 32 items there. You can adjust that accordingly. I believe that it may not work if you put too few items, so it is a long-term timer. Alright, that's it for now. Good luck with that.